Magandang araw po mga kaguro. Narito na po ang advisory on the processing and payment of fiscal year 2022 cash allowance to teachers. Magandang araw po mga kaguro. Narito na po ang advisory on the processing and payment of fiscal year 2022 cash allowance to teachers. The Department of Education, DepEd, issued a memorandum on the processing and payment of the fiscal year 2022 cash allowance to teachers, amounting to 5,000 pesos per classroom teacher, for the purchase of teaching supplies and materials, internet subscription, and other communication expenses, and for an annual medical examination expense, for the school year 2022 to 2023. From Annalyn M. Sevilla, Undersecretary for Finance. Attorney Omar Alexander V. Romero, Assistant Secretary for Finance Designate. Subject: Advisory on the processing and payment of fiscal year 2022 cash allowance to teachers. Date: August 4, 2022. This following are the directives in the processing and payment of the fiscal year 2022 cash allowance to teachers, amounting to 5,000 pesos per classroom teacher, for the purchase of teaching supplies and materials, for internet subscription and other communication expenses, and for an annual medical examination expense, for the school year 2022 to 2023. 1. Department of Education Order No. 10, Series of 2020, provides that the cash allowance shall be given to entitled public school teachers not earlier than the official start of the school year, SI, Section 4. 1. Emphasis supply. 2. In the exigency of the service of the entire teaching force, the 5,000 pesos cash allowance for implementing units of the department that have available cash allocation shall release or pay eligible teachers not earlier than August 22, 2022. 3. The Department of Education, DepEd, regional offices, must ensure that the allotment for the purpose shall be processed and released to school division offices, SDO, as soon as possible, and 4. The criteria for the prorated payment of the cash allowance will be as follows. Date of assumption to duty, from the date opening of classes, calendar days, percentage of cash allowance to teachers. A. Within the first 30 days 100%. B. After the first 30 days but not more than 90 days 80%. C. After 90 days but not more than 150 days 50%. D. After 150 days until the end of the school year 20%. 5. Details regarding eligibility, exemptions, prorated rates, and other matters are indicated in DBM DepEd Joint Circular No. 2, Series of 2022, and DepEd Order No. 10, Series of 2020. Please be guided accordingly. Maraming salamat. At kung ikaw ay interesado ng mga bidyong tulad nito, mangyaring suportahan ang channel na ito sa pamamagitan ng pagpindot ng like, pag-share ng mga video, at kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na ito, please subscribe sa channel na ito at pindutin ang notification bell at piliin ang all upang maabisuhan ka para sa mga paparating pang mga videos.